Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Fantasy Football Marvel Snap Podcast. I am Ken, one of the awesome players and managers of the team Tech Gods
He's
over
like,
here, of course, with an amazing record. He's over here shaking his hand, telling me to step his game up, ladies and gentlemen. The Tech Gods is the top of
same
Division
record,
Two at three. The top of Division Two at 3-1.
same
Thank you
record.
very much. And of course, I am here with the top scorer of last week, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
I want to
right.
introduce himself. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I am the top five best snappers in the world. Cino, because I snap hot fire and I fantasy football hot fire. It looks like, bro, we're the same record. We're the same
Yeah,
record.
I hear you with the same record, but like I said, at the end of the day, I'm the top of the division. You're beneath me, and it's fine. It happens. Pause. But I'm just saying, I'm number one. You're number two. So let's
What?
let's not get it confused. All right.
How we're the
Okay.
same record?
Let's not get it confused. Matter of fact, we don't have to. We'll just jump into this. Listen. All right, ladies and
This guy
gentlemen.
scored
Here
maybe what,
is
10 more points than I
I
did.
did beat him though. I did beat him. So, all
Oh
right.
my
So if
god,
we're looking at the standings, okay, of
this is
course, we
ridiculous.
have Division One, Division Two. As you see, the top of Division One is Paper at 4-0, and then
Yep,
below him is East Coast Avengers, which
yep.
is a party. We have W, of course, at 3-1 as well. And then if you go down to Division Two, your 3-1 teams are the Tech Gods and Sino. Now, if you look at the numbers on the side, it gives you the overall standings of that division. So Paper is one, I'm one, East Coast Avengers is two, Cena is
Literally.
two, et cetera, et cetera. Then if you look at the ones in the brackets, overall, all together combined, two divisions, Paper is number one. I am number two. Ceno's number three. A party's number four. W is number five. So at the end of the day, like I tell Ceno, I am above him.
23
He is
points
below
better.
me.
Like, just because you scored 23 points more than I did during all these weeks, that makes you number one.
If you win by inch or a mile, does it matter? The win is a win.
All right,
Let's
you're right.
let's
I
let's
like that.
stop.
Keep
Thank
that
you.
same energy,
Let's
boy.
keep let's let's get
Let's keep
to it.
that
All right.
same energy, boy.
So
Okay.
let's get to the business here. So week four was a great week, of course. Like I
Yes,
said, Cino was the top scorer. Shout out to him for that.
sure
We're
was.
going to dive into the first matchup here. We had three digs in a blanket versus a Dolphin Snap. The way I look at it, it was definitely a close matchup, somewhat. But defaults Dan did default snap. The
The false
Dolphin Snap. Default Dan. You guys already know where my head's at with everything else.
Okay.
Dolphin Snap
Dolphin snap,
pulled
not
out his
default Dan, guys. This is not
last
default Dan. This is
pulled out his
Dolphin snap.
of
Yes.
course pulled out his first victory over the three digs in the blanket, becoming one and
Yes.
three against Tucker, who is now 2-2.
Ugh.
Um, now I want to just get into something real quick before we dive into the other matchups, because if you guys don't recall, we did a um, everyone had to give their take on who was going to win one matchup, right?
Right.
Do you have that list of who said what?
I do not.
All right. So you know what? Before we go digging deep into it, we'll just add that in
Add
the.
that clip. Yes,
No,
yes.
we won't have to add the clips per se. I'm just going to add the tally in the description. So make sure you guys check out the description to remember what each person said, so you
Right,
guys can see who said what and who won out of that week. All
right.
right. Then we have a look good on paper. Looks good on paper against W. We all said this is the main event. We said it's going to be a very close one. We did give it to paper. I think all of us did, because we said paper scored the
Yes.
most points the week before. And of course, paper did pull it out 153 to 119. Listen, this was a great matchup. We knew somebody had to be a loser, somebody had to be undefeated. And that person is who we thought it would be, the highest
It,
scorer in the league, paper.
with paper with that big AJ Brown 51 points. That's killer.
Yeah, that
That's killer.
was ooh, bananas. Then we go to East Coast Avengers versus Brodell Beckham. We did definitely say this as well. We did say a party is going to pull out the victory. We did think it
Facts.
would be a bit closer, however, but
Yes.
wow, 174 points. Josh Allen giving her 55.
Big day.
Puka
Nakua.
Nakua
Yes.
putting up 36 points. CD Lamb giving solid numbers. DK
Yes.
Metcalf giving solid numbers. Kamara coming back giving solid numbers. Of
Yes.
course, that was no match. The Brodell Beckham Jr. was no match for this. giving the victory to East Coast Vendors and continuing Brodell Beckham's 3-game losing streak.
Lose
The
the
only
streak.
game he won
Ugh.
was against me in week 1 by let's do by Cena standards by a little bit, right? By a point something.
You
So
won.
yeah,
You won.
listen, exactly.
Right.
So
That's
there
what
you
you
go.
said. You won, right?
I'm with you. Now we go on to a game that we thought would be a blowout. Like I said, it was my bye week. I think everybody did pick me to win except Cino. Not sure. Again, I'll put the
I
statistics.
did pick you. I was doing it to
Okay.
jinx you. It didn't work though. But I mean, it was a close game. 10-point
Yes.
difference.
100%. Yoda put up a fight.
Yeah.
I clearly thought it was gonna be a bye week, guys. You guys saw the podcast. I was joking around.
He needed Ty Lockett to do something in that last game. He was even praying that it would happen.
Sunday night.
Yeah.
Monday night. Sorry, Monday night. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
Monday
wasn't
night.
going down. I'm sorry. I am indeed the tech gods. And yeah, I mean, listen, my team did not do as I expected them to do. Christian McCaffrey, however, picked up the slack for the majority of my team.
Always solid.
Yeah, Mike Evans got injured, so I understand that. But
Yep.
Kittle's numbers was very, very surprising. And also was Dalvin. Oh, Dalvin Cook was not surprising. I need to make some changes, which I will do because this is bananas. But Pat Mahomes only putting up 13 points.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy, but nonetheless.
It's not his fault, though. It's his receivers.
No.
His receivers
Correct.
can't get open, and they can't catch the ball for some odd reason. So Travis Kelce's all he really has.
Correct. And that is totally fine because at the end of the day, the victor went to me, putting our friend Yoda still on a 4-game losing streak, which hopefully he can pull out next week. Now,
hey, you still got time, Yoda. You still got time.
Exactly. 4. You just got to win. Try to get back to 500 real soon.
Yes.
By week 8, you should be fine.
4. Yeah.
Yes. Then we have of course, the top scorer of the week, Cino.
Let's go.
With 181 points against Sons of White Beard. Now, everybody picked Cena to win this except me. I think I picked Sons of White.
You did convince Paper to change his choice.
Yes.
And I say, hey, Paper, you should have stuck with your boy, Paper. You can't root against me. Don't let Ken mislead you guys, okay?
I didn't mislead him, but you know what? I really thought Sons of White Beard was going to pull up the upset, and it didn't happen. So Lamar Jackson did his job, but everybody else kind of fell slow. And then Nico Collins put up 48 points.
Bro.
I just thought, listen, that was enough because Montgomery only put up 39, but then Justin Jefferson, Kyrie Williams, Josh Jacobs, Tua put up 10. That's totally fine. That alone. And then, of course, the kicker, which I said his kicker was going to do better. And guess what? His kicker did it one less, which is fine. The Dallas Cowboys defense saved Cino's life, ladies and gentlemen.
Violated the Patriots. It was
Great
awesome.
job. Great job putting that defense in.
Unfortunately, I did leave a lot of points on my bench. If you go to Simple Score right there right there, Simple Score. To the left.
Yep. Gotcha.
Yeah. You see that I left my boy
More
on the bench. Yeah, it was rough, and I did it again this week. We'll talk about that soon, but I kind of want to cry. Yeah, Justin Fields and Moore both on the bench.
Yeah, so we're gonna dive in now. Yeah, listen, it happens, but at least you got the victory. If you had loss, because of that, then I would understand your pain. You got the W. That just means that
we'll talk about this week.
Oh boy,
we'll talk about this week.
Let's get into
week. Hold on. Wait. Before we get into the next week, Ken, I believe that we have breaking news here in this league. I believe there are 2 trades that we have on the table, guys, and are accepted and solidified. Ken, can you bring those up?
Of course, stand by. I thought you had some other breaking news, but let's get into the trades.
This is the breaking news. We have breaking news. Trades are breaking news here. I mean, I will say I'm happy to be part of the very first trade in this league. So it's kind of history, me and a party, but we'll get to that. I think if you go to league, I don't think you could see it. Actually.
Yes, you can. You see it right here. So
there it is
at the bottom here. We have East Coast. No. Where is the trade here? Nope.
No. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't know if you could see trades because
of course you can. Of course, because you see drops, you see additions.
Yeah, it would be on like the league on the top. Would you like me to share my screen?
Hold on, stand by.
Okay.
Stand by, because last I recall, you can see transactions, including trades, but Here we
It
go.
would
Right here.
be
Here we
in
go. I
league
say
on the
this
right.
here.
Yeah.
So no trades, which is weird. I thought it was trades happening.
It's because of public, so it
All
won't
right,
probably let you see
let's go.
till after.
So let's yeah, until after it's done. So that's no problem.
Yeah,
All right, yeah, you can share your screen.
I can share mine real quick. It's not a problem. Okay, share screen. There we go. Share.
All right.
Okay, we can view them here. Oh wow. Okay. Here
Yeah,
we
they
go.
haven't been completed yet. You're right. So
Here we
there
go.
it is.
So we have our first trade here, guys. It's between me and East Coast Avengers, which is a party. She is getting Chris Olave and David Montgomery, so she's getting a solid receiver and a solid running back for CeeDee Lamb and Rashad White. I am receiving CeeDee Lamb. I'm getting an upgrade on my wide receivers, and I'm also getting a pretty okay running back, and in return for Montgomery, just to replace that production a little bit. So she's getting something she needs. I'm getting something I need. We both benefit from the trade. So that is one that we have here. Ken, what do you think about the trade?
I think trade is fair. I mean, Rashad White is definitely a great trade. CeeDee Lamb is good as well. So definitely for Montgomery and
Olave.
your Olave up top. So Olave. So I think it's a good trade. I think it's even trade. I don't think there's any issues here. I think that you getting Rashad White, which is let's go Bucks, is a great trade. I think a party is missing out there, but CeeDee Lamb for Montgomery I think that's pretty fair. So because Rashad White is the starter, where
Right.
Kamara is not. So we'll see what happens. I think it's a good trade. I don't think it needs to be vetoed. Once that trade goes through, you guys who are seeing the public link will be able to access it. But for right now, I think it's a great trade.
Right. All right. And then we have our second. Let's go back and look at our second trade. All right. So it seems like this trade is going on between looks good on paper and why can't I see the other team's name?
Right there, Dolphin Snap.
Dolphin Snap, excuse me. All right, my bad. Dolphin Snap will receive Breece Hall. If this is correct, yes, he will receive Breece Hall from paper, and Dolphin Snap is giving up Marvin Mims to paper. So,
I think that's
sorry,
wrong.
you can. What do you think?
I think that's wrong. I think it's the other way around.
Oh, it's the other way around. Hold on. Dolphin
Yeah,
Snap
because
following. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, because if you look at remember yours, you were giving up Montgomery and Olave.
And it was under her name, though.
No, it was under your name.
You sure?
Yeah, go back and take it.
We don't have to argue. We could just see it.
Yeah. I'm not arguing. Look, see at the top.
see, my players are under her name, and her players are under my name.
No,
I'm bugging.
No,
I'm bugging.
Yeah, you're bugging, bro. 100%.
I'm bugging. I'm sorry, guys. I'm tripping. I am tripping out. I'm so sorry. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
This is why I'm number one. He's number two, guys.
Here we go. Here we go, guys. I got to see. I was reading that totally wrong.
Man.
Sorry, guys. That was on me.
It's totally fine. But I think
yes.
the trade there,
What do you think about that?
I think Paper's getting the shit end of the stick because Breece Hall is horrible.
Okay.
I have Breece Hall in other leagues, and he's doing absolutely nothing right now. So we'll see. I mean, listen.
Okay. What do you think about Marvin Mims?
I think it's a good player. I think he's
really?
better than Breece Hall right now to me, anyway, in fantasy. So I think Dolphin Snap will get the bigger end.
I mean, he has been getting attention. I mean, week 1 and week 4 are his only bad weeks. He had 35 and 22 in week 2 and 3. So I think that's pretty solid. Now, you might be surprised, but I disagree with you. I think that Paper is getting the better player, and Dolphin Snap might be struggling a little bit.
So let's look at Breece Hall.
Yes. Yeah, I do agree. It hasn't, week 1 was okay, and it's been really light since then. 9 points here, but you expect more from that, from an RB1.
Yeah.
I do get that. And they're playing Denver, which is really interesting with this trade, right? I think Breece Hall will start to break out as the season goes on. I think that the Jets are going to start getting their act together a little bit. I mean, I think you saw that within the last game. The way Zach Wilson played, he definitely stepped up his game.
Right.
I think if they could continue just to keep things simple for Zach Wilson, and he can execute those plays, it opens up the field a little bit, which I think then they can get their run game started again. I think Denver's defense is totally trash, and I think that Breece Hall is actually going to start his breakout this week against Denver. So I think Paper is actually getting a really good flex play right now. And then,
Okay.
if it goes well, then you can start upgrading Breece maybe to the RB2 and then I see that happening. Denver is a really weak defense. The Jets, I don't think Marvin Mims is going to be able to get off on the Jets like that. We'll see. I mean, you still got Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy in that. It's just Marvin Mims. I don't know if he's going to get the attention that he needs. I know he takes out kick returns, right? Kick returns and punt returns. So
that's correct. Yeah,
but
100%.
I don't know if it's going to be enough production towards the end of the season. So that's my opinion.
No, I totally get that, and I think Breece Hall is not going to be that good, but we'll see what happens at the end. We'll take a look and
and we have. Great thing is we have this video footage, so we can bring this clip back up later on in the season. I can throw it in Ken's face.
He can. He would like to,
or
it's not gonna happen.
Or I'm wrong, and we just get rid of the footage entirely. Nobody needs to bring this up. We could Tom Brady it and the Patriots and just burn the tapes. We don't got to worry about that.
Wow. All right, let's start with Week 5, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's
Since
go.
You want to talk Tom Brady. So we have Aaron, Sons of Whitebeard, versus Team Yoda.
Yes.
Of course, this matchup is interesting because there'll be someone with a win after the end of this week. There will be no more 0 and anything teams.
Well, there'll be one.
Oh yes, that's true. Sorry, there will be one more, except 2. There won't be 2. I mean, sorry, there will be at least a 0 and 5. This is gonna be a tough one. I mean, listen, this is the first bye week, guy, so this week is gonna be so interesting.
Yeah, it's bad for Yoda. I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs is out. They say doubtful, but he's got a hamstring issue. They're not playing him this week. It's going to be all David Montgomery, which we were just talking about 2 seconds ago with a party getting David Montgomery. Looks like Paper is going to have a hard matchup there. But this is not enough production. This is not enough production. That's not enough. This is his only guy, and these 2 right here. Excuse me. Garrett Wilson, we'll see. Maybe he can produce against Denver. I could see this being a big game. Let's see. If you can't fucking have a big game against Denver, you can't have a big game. So we'll definitely see. He's got the Eagles here. I'm still choosing Sons of Whitebeard only because it's just too loaded. Jackson, Henry, he's not playing, I don't think. So we'll see there. He got Hill here. Nico Collins, which is the breakout on Houston. Yeah.
Tyler Higbee.
He got Tyler Higbee. Kendrick Bourne's a nice little flex, maybe. But Bills D at 9:30. Don't forget, London, 9:30. And you have Harrison Bucher over there. I think definitely Viking comes out with a victory. I think my boy has to start shopping Devonta Smith. And maybe he could get a running back and another wide receiver in the deal. Like a 4-1 special. Devonta Smith is a really good player. Or maybe shop Kelsey and maybe do 2 trades with 2 different people for 2 different other, you know what I mean? Just to fill the roster out.
Some solid players. No, I totally agree.
And get rid of these 2 guys because it's actually a luxury you can't afford anymore, Yoda.
No. Unless Kelsey and Wilson puts up 50 points each.
Yeah.
This is going to be tough for you this week.
It's a rough one. Maybe upgrade him to wide receiver 2 if things start going well, and whatever you get for him, you could really fill your roster out. But it's 0-4. I'd seriously start selling.
Yeah, I definitely need number 1 on the waiver too. I definitely give Sons of Whitebeard the victory as well. So they go 1-4, and Yoda goes 0-5. Now, if you guys remember, Yoda was scheduled to win no games, and it looks like he is on that path. Then we have East Coast Vendors, again, a party versus the 4-0 Paper.
Yes.
This is already starting off because of Thursday night's game.
Right.
We got S. Howell putting up 29 points for Paper.
Sam
and of
Howell.
Course, yes. And then of
Which
course
is a really good plug and play. You wouldn't expect that many points from Sam Howell. So Paper already off to a great start.
Great start, man. And then we have McLaurin with 8 points. So it's still anybody matchup, of course. The party has running back. She has she still has Kamara.
She has David Montgomery coming to her, so I'm she's waiting till tomorrow morning to put him in because it clears in the trade. And she took out CeeDee Lamb because obviously he's being traded. So yeah, so she's and she gets back Cooper Cup tomorrow, guys. He is playing for the Rams. They did announce it. Cooper Cup will play against Philadelphia this week. So
Yeah,
she could plug in Cooper Cup and wow, she got Nakua and Cup. That's gonna be a tough decision.
it's gonna be a good game. So it could be
Yeah.
close. These two are gonna have a fight. I still
Ooh.
think Paper pulls off the victory here. His team is still solid enough.
Okay.
Um, and who you got?
I'm gonna go with a party only because I see right here that Paper has Amon-Ra St. Brown, who is doubtful also to play the game. I did not know this. That's bad because David Montgomery, I think, gets a lot of love this game. There's no Jahmyr Gibbs. There's no Amon-Ra St. Brown. Yeah, I think that it's gonna be rough a little for Paper just because of her production might be over now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it to a party just with Cooper Cup coming back. I think they're gonna try and feed him. She has Aaron Jones there.
Right.
She'll have David
Right.
Montgomery. She'll have enough Josh Allen over here. She'll have enough Waller. Yeah, she has enough to basically win. It depends though. Anything can happen. AJ Brown, you got Swift over there. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be a good. It's the one you keep your eye on because it's gonna be almost main event like.
Yeah, and it's split 1-1. So, ladies and gentlemen, please down in the comments below, let us know who you think is going to win this game: East Coast
Yes.
Avengers or looks good on paper. And of course, we have the Tech Gods, myself against 3 digs in a blanket.
King Tucker.
Now, I have a bunch of bye week stuff to deal with. I still have some things I'm moving around. So, this isn't my final roster, but by tomorrow morning, you will see that final roster and you'll see how things get done. But as it stands right now, of course, Tucker is scheduled to win. Komet put up some points for him. 14 points was huge for a tight end.
That's a
So
big game.
Yeah, so now I have to make sure my moves can handle everything and get things done. How do you feel about this? Who do you think winning this game?
So I already know you're gonna move him. Am I still sharing or are you sharing?
I'm sharing, but you can
Okay.
still.
Yeah, I just realized that I still have it up there, so let me X that out. All right. Yeah, I think you have stuff to work out. You're gonna change Cook. I already know that's coming, but you with that Mike Evans injury really hurt, bro.
It's a bye week, so I'm not worried.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with King Tuck, and it's because his team is really solid. He got Diggs, he's got Cook, who a lot invested in that London game. I hate overseas games just because I feel like they really do not pay out. And Jacksonville's already been in London for close to 2 weeks. Buffalo just flew in not too long ago, so it's like, you know what I mean. It could go either way with that, but I like his setup. Cole Kmet really saved him. So
yeah,
and he's got Jets versus Denver, which is gonna pay off big for him. I think you might be in trouble, even though you got McCaffrey, but he has to go up against Dallas. So I don't know if that's going to pay out like usual.
All right. Well, listen. Of course, you pick Tucker. I'm going to pick myself.
Yeah, I'm going to pick Tucker. Definitely pick Tucker.
1-1, ladies and gentlemen.
You're hurting a little bit. You're hurting a little bit.
I am, and I knew this week was going to be the problem. I knew this bye week was going to be an issue for me. But we'll make some changes, see what happens. But I'm still going to root for myself, of course. So again, in the comments down below, let me know who you think is going to win, Tech Gods or 3 digs in a blanket. And again, I could afford to lose this week, coming 3-2. So we'll see how things go.
No, you can't, because then if I get the win,
I'm taking it. We haven't gotten there yet. Let's go to it. Odell Beckham versus Dolphins. Now, these two guys are cool. They're cool friends. Met them both at SnapCon. So this is a good matchup for them to battle each other. That's like last week, me and Cino battled each other. So, of course, now let's see what happens here, because both are 1-3.
1-3
They
game.
both need a win.
Mm-hmm.
We have, like I said, Odell Beckham on a 3-game losing streak. And, of course, Dolphins Snap just got their victory last week. So let's see if they can keep that going. I think based on these rosters and what's happening here, I like both teams. I think they're evenly matched, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. I like one just a little bit than the other, though.
Yeah, and the one I like the more is Dolphins Snap.
Yes, I agree.
So that's what I think.
Yeah, I agree with that. Also, because Zach Moss will have to now share with Jonathan Taylor. But guys, remember, Jonathan Taylor is having ankle issues, so they say, and will be on a limited snap count this Sunday. So I don't know how productive Jonathan Taylor is going to be for those who are starting him this Sunday. Zach Moss is going to get touches, so let's see. Let's see how that plays out. So this could be Zach Moss could be a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes down, but that's our take on that. And of course, the main event,
which makes me want to cry already because I could have won this week, literally already. Just go to the bench and let the people see.
Yeah,
the nastiness that is happening.
Before we get there, both teams are 3-1. Somebody has to lose. Somebody has to go 3-2. Somebody has to go 4-1 and try to take that number one spot or two overall. And here we go. We have Cino's team who left 64 points.
More than that
on the bench with D Moore, and then 45 points with Justin Field. His bench already scored more points than people's final score last week. Ladies and gentlemen, this is hilarious. This is the best ever. I hope that Cino loses.
I knew he was going to say
by 109 points. I just hope he loses by 108 points. Just so I could say, if you had just put these two people matter of fact, I'm sorry. Let him lose by 44 points. If you just put one of these people in, you could have won the game. Wow. So Tua is not putting up 45 points. Oh, matter of fact, I'm wrong.
Correct yourself.
Tua is putting up 64 points against the Giants. You have nothing to worry about there. Thielen Jefferson.
There is no Thielen. Remember, I'm just waiting for CeeDee Lamb.
Okay. CeeDee Lamb or Jefferson is not putting up no 64 points. But
you don't know that.
I know, but maybe combined they will. So we'll see what happens. I mean, listen, I still think your team is solid. I think you got this because Burrow, who I have in other leagues,
he's just not
ain't shit right now. Yeah. So Chase gets no love because of that. Pacheco, yes. Yeah. So I'm not even looking at the rest of the team. You still have a better chance to win. So I think you will take, even though this is very evenly matched, I think you will take this W. And you did leave 109 points on the bench. Jeez, that hurts. That hurts a lot, guys.
I gotta applaud that shot. That shot was a good one. You just slipped that right in there.
Ooh, 109 points on the bench. You still can get the victory, though. You still can win.
Depressing.
It's very depressing. How dare you? How disrespectful are you?
I'll be honest. To leave these points. I'll tell you what my thought process was.
Let's hear it.
Fields had a really great game last week, and that production scared me because you know how often you'll get somebody that has a great game and then the very next week they'll shit the bed, and you thought you were going to get all that production from last week. You did. He was going up against Washington in a short week on Thursday game. I hate Thursday games. Fireworks going on for it. There we go. I hate Thursday games because they're short weeks. You don't know what type of production you're going to get. And Sam Howell had just battled the 49ers and looked great. That defense looked great. Everything, they were battling. So that it made me go, no, I'd rather go Goff this week. Sure. I didn't trust it, and I paid for this. I paid for it badly.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I hope you lose by 44 points.
Damn.
Son. I really hope you do.
That's how we doing it right now.
Yeah.
Where they do that at, son?
I need W to pull off that win by matter of fact by point something, by a little point, just so I can say.
That would make me cry. Don't do that. That would make me cry.
It must hurt. It must hurt that those 109 points could have helped you, but no. Yeah, I think you still can win this.
Yeah, I do.
But because you left 109 points on the bench, W's getting this week's win. Sorry for you.
Don't do me like that.
Sorry for you, buddy. The W is taking its victory. Yeah, that's how I look at it. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, listen, we're 5 weeks into this wonderful season. We got a crazy following week coming up that we will get into on the next week's podcast. So far, hope you guys are enjoying these podcasts. Hope you guys are enjoying seeing your content, your favorite content creators go out there and play fantasy football, talk about the sport that you guys love, mixing Snap and football together. Of course, if there's anything else you guys would like to see, like to hear on these weekly podcasts, let us know down in the comments below. We make it happen. We're going to get more people on. We definitely midweek. Look out for that episode where we have, mid-season, where we have the recap of the draft, see where everybody is. We'll have probably everyone from the fantasy league on the podcast,
That
hopefully.
would be fire. Yes.
So, and we're gonna sit here and dissect. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have some real football time going. If we get enough people, I think we might even make it a live episode. This way, you guys can interact with us and ask the questions, and also, hey, get some pointers, right?
I really
Hey,
like that idea. I really
hey,
like that idea.
hey, Tech God, you're 7-1. What should I do when it comes to making trades or dropping players, et cetera, before the trade deadline? And I'll be there to be able to answer you and give you the the information you need. And you got Cino, you're at 500. What do you think is best to do to come back and win? And he'll give you the answers as well. So just remember, guys, this is fantasy football. This is what we do. We talk trash, but it's all in fun and games, of course. But again, I really do appreciate you guys even taking the time to listen to these podcasts.
Yes,
now, it is on the Marvel Snapcast channel.
Yes.
There have a few awesome news to bring up. Number one, it has been a year of myself doing Marvel Snapcast start off with Luke Muncher, of course, the creator of the Q Rush, and our friend, the best mustache in Marvel Snap, Valentine. We sat down a year ago and said, hey, we should do a podcast talk about Marvel Snap, and we did it. We had kicked it off the ground. The anniversary date was actually the 6th of October of last year. So that's amazing that we actually
went through birthday Snapcast. Let's go.
That's right. So still shout out to those guys that started it all with me, of course, Luke Muncher and Valentine. Hopefully, like I said, they can come back, do a couple episodes if they're up to it, of course.
We'd love to have them back and just do a down memory lane or a
facts.
Family reunion, right?
100% family reunion. But since they're, leaving and having to handle other things, we had a couple of episodes of other people, other co-hosts. We had a bunch of people, Felicity, Kawa, et cetera, a bunch of names, and it was super fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, guest host. And then, of course, we got Cino, and that episode blew up. Everybody was like, Cino should be the co-host forever. We did a few more episodes with other people and then brought Cino back. And again, people loved it. So Cino, we did ask Cino to become the permanent co-host, which he did. And now he is the permanent co-host. And we have some other stuff coming along the way when we start season 3. I cannot wait to show you guys what we have in store. As well, to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of Marvel Snapcast, we are giving away that amazing WoW bundle of Morbius and Enchantress. The WoW, of course, not 3X, the WoW bundle. All you have to do is follow us on Marvel Snapcast.
Yep. Get that follow.
Repost or retweet that tweet that should be out by the time you're watching this video. And then, of course, follow us, Marvel Snapcast, on YouTube.
Yes.
Once you do that, we will go ahead and
we will get you that bundle, baby. Let's go.
Yep. We're gonna pick a winner. We're gonna pick a winner on October 10th, which is 7 days from when you guys watch it, when this was recorded. So on 10/10, we're gonna pick a winner. So make sure you guys are following us there, retweeting it, follow us on YouTube. We're going to go and draft a winner of that WoW bundle. Yes, that bundle is 7,500 gold. One of the most expensive bundles of this season, if not the most. So we will gift you guys either the gold to purchase it or the bundle itself. And with that, of course, purchasing such a huge thing in Marvel Snap will help you get halfway, if not majority of the way, in the 1-year rewards on the Marvel Snap.
That sounds too good to be true.
So yeah, not only do you get that awesome bundle from the Marvel Snapcast team, you also get halfway through your rewards and claim those items from the 1-year anniversary of Marvel Snap on their website.
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, again, we'll leave all that information in the comments down below. And we'll see you guys next week. Thanks again for hanging out with us. Peace.